some defense.
Whip. Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Peyton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey. 4 down. 26 Mike. Oh, here we go. All right. 26 Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the pressure from the Rams defense.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Check, 43.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away to his left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Peyton. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Wahoo. 43 is the mic, boy. 40 go. Check, check.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Touchdown. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Finding room at the 30. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And no room to maneuver there. Give them a yard up to the 47.
That's it, baby. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Jackson, complete. It's Johnson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
He completes it to Jones. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Peyton. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
Ready? Took the outlaw. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, Jackson. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That's going to be a long day. 26, Mike, 26. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 26, Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and the catch made by Johnson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Jackson operating from the gun. This complete to Jones. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a pickup of 14, but it brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Stenerud able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down. Peyton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and goal. Jackson gets this one to use check. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
On first down, Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught by Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the left.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Rams take over first.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping,
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The Black Hole's been waiting all year for this one. It's the Battle of the Bay, and we're underway from Oakland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait it! 43. Check, 43. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shadow. Wait, we hit.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Alpha. Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On first down, Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 27, Brady. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch twist. Check 3.
On third down, here's Bo. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an all-pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike's 43. Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the shoot. 43 Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
He's coming. We got double up. Alpha. Check. Regular. Hey, Alabama.
On second down, it's Jackson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Brady. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Alert! 43 is the mic. 3 buzz.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. He was looking for Gronk that time. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Not today, you are. Not today.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brian Burns, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 31. Check 31. Check
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. first carry for a Raider legend in their L.A. years. Here's Bo Jackson. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Ozzy, Ozzy. Hey, high 7. 43's the mic, 43's the mic. Come on, 72.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey, 66.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Wait, that wide 80.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
43 the mic. Wait, did he hit? Wait, did he hit?
On 2nd and 9. Brady. It's caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Wait, that 480.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
72. 43's
Brady now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot. Out. Hey, hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Bound to lose one. "43 is the mic. Come off the ball hard. Wait, we hit. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Shadow. Alert.
From midfield, here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
You can't block me.
They'll run here with Bo. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Jackson, he'll hit Jackson complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Cunningham. And some room to roam now. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. throwing after the interception. Cunningham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 for the 22. Cunningham to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cunningham looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's... Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The first Super Bowl of a new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Switch up. Hey, alert 3. 43 is the mic. Coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit, with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Check.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, it's Jackson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Check, 43.
And now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a give right side. Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Open man here is Gentry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a carry for Okoye. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
43 for Mike.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. Begin.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Vic. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They just get the play off. Now Vick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Vick, third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Stenerud back out there to kick it away.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack.
It's second and 21. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So here's Vick following the interception. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Michael Vick. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.